Good morning. It is Saturday and we are on the Parkrun tourism trail for the first time in a few weeks, and today we have come to the third fastest parkrun course in the UK. We are in London and we have come to Battersea Park. Might surprise you, Battersea Park is quite a new parkrun on the scene. This will be their 33rd parkrun this morning. It is my 199th personal parkrun, so I am closing in on that 200. This was my first time running here, doing a parkrun at Battersea. It's not my first time running at Battersea. One of the videos I made last year as part of my Chicago training block was when I did the Battersea Park half marathon, but I did it as part of a long run, which was about 32k. And I think I might have titled that video, "The Worst Run of My Life." That is not a knock on Battersea Park, it was just the way I was feeling on that day. Battersea appears to be where a lot of elite or close to elite runners come to do their weekly 5Ks, I think. The times here are very fast. If you look at the personal bests for both the men and the women, the men's was set in just last week, I think, in June 2025, and that is a 14:35, wild. And the female record here was set in February 2025, and that is a 15:55. Now, just to tell you a little bit about the course.
The Battersea Park Parkrun route is fairly straightforward. The start is on Central Avenue to the west of the bandstand. It is a flat 2-lap anti-clockwise route entirely on tarmac paths of the south loop of Battersea Park. The finish location is slightly past the start, so you end up completing 2 and a bit laps.
So as you can imagine, being one of the big main parks in London, the facilities here are really good. I imagine most people would get here via public transport, so there's quite a lot of good public transport routes into Battersea Park. You've got Battersea Power Station, Tube Station not far away. You've also got things like Pimlico and stuff also within walking distance. There is a car park here if you were to drive here, so there is facilities to park. There are public toilets in the park, and there are plenty of little kind of cafes around the park for your refreshment needs. On average, this parkrun sees 883 runners a week, so it is a busy one by the average. But I looked at the event history and the attendance history here, and they have seen between 12 and 1300 people quite a few times. So this might be the busiest parkrun we have ever done this morning. Just to tell you a little bit about my plan for today. Less than 48 hours ago, I set a new 5k PB at a race meet in Nottingham, the Home Pierpont Grand Prix 5k race. I ran sub 20 for only the second time in my life, getting a 19:47. So today, my legs are going to be toast. I was on my feet a lot yesterday, so I'm just taking today at a relatively relaxed pace, seeing it as maybe just a recovery run, enjoying it while I was in London. So we will see how we get on. We are walking as a big parkrun group to the start, so the briefing takes place quite far away from the start, and then we get kind of seeded by our kind of expected finish time. So we're kind of walking hopefully in an order roughly to where we're expecting to finish. So first time that has happened at a parkrun, but it makes perfect sense given the number of people here. Yeah, this is super busy. So actually making sure that people line up roughly in their kind of expected time finish order is a great idea. But yeah, never walked so far from the briefing area to the start. So if you are a tourist coming into this, bear that in mind. Go to where the finish is for the briefing, because it's quite important to listen to here because of how busy it is. And then you all walk together to the start. So the briefing starts earlier than you might expect for a typical parkrun, at about 8:45. So yeah, just another thing to bear in mind. Yeah, let's get to the run.
And we are off. 928 people taking part in Battersea Parkrun this morning, and despite this being currently ranked 3rd fastest course in the UK, the start is quite slow. Fencing on each side of the path means, unlike some parkruns where the start can be spread quite wide, here you need to be a bit patient unless you're right at the front to get going and find your rhythm. As I wasn't looking for any kind of 5k PB time this morning and just going by feel, I was perfectly happy just letting the feel disperse, logging a first kilometre of 5 minutes 26. Into kilometre 2, and the field was pretty well spread out by now, which meant I could find the pace my legs fancied doing this morning. The conditions this morning were overcast with temperatures around late teens during the parkrun. It felt pretty muggy, which always makes the run feel harder work, but my pace had picked up to 4 minutes 52 seconds for the second kilometre, suggesting I lost about 30 seconds or so during the first kilometre due to the congested start. The elevation here at Battersea is basically zero, and the relatively smooth corners really help you not drop any real pace once you get going. I'd continued my unplanned and unexpected reverse split into kilometre 3, posting a 4 minutes 48 second split. If you are coming to Battersea to try and set a new 5k PB, I would suggest getting as close to the left-hand side of the path as possible as to shorten the distance of your run. Like a running track where lane 8 is about 54 metres longer than lane 1, running wide here is going to add distance and cost you some time. I personally wasn't that bothered about that this morning, but it's just worth thinking about. My kilometre 4 was a 4 minutes and 43 seconds. Into the final kilometre, and I just wanted to take this time to thank the 47 volunteers making this morning's run happen. My local parkrun had a cancellation a couple of weeks ago because there wasn't enough volunteers for the run to go ahead, so parkruns happening every week is not a guarantee. Volunteering a parkrun is great fun. I highly recommend giving it a go if you haven't done so yet. Thanks Battersea, hope to see you again soon.
Thank you. And we are done. I'll take these off. 24 minutes and 55 seconds, which was possibly a little bit quicker than I was planning on going today. But even with that time, I was 393rd. So that just tells you a little bit about how busy this parkrun is and was this morning. We will see when the official results come out exactly how busy this morning was. But yeah, it was quite muggy as well this morning, and my legs were definitely feeling Thursday's 5k PB. So it was good to come and do one of these fast parkruns, good to come and do a London parkrun. I must say the volunteers here are doing an amazing job managing the amount of people that they are. They have kind of 3 different finish funnels, and the start, they try their best to seed the start. Doesn't quite always work because you'll get some people that don't go to the kind of starters briefing and walk together who will put themselves close to the front when they should be further back, etc. But yeah, it was all right. The first kilometre was a bit slow because of that and being how many people that there are. But really enjoyed this morning. Legs are absolutely dead. Now it is time to go and get a coffee and a nice breakfast, and then make our way back to our home. So thank you for watching. Come and do this one if you're in London. It is very good, and if you want to get a PB, it is very fast, but you do need to get a decent spot at the start and hope that the seeding is good, because as you know, with parkrun, it's not a chip time, it's just from 3, 2, 1 go, and it just might take you a few seconds to actually get kind of shuffled out into order. So thank you for watching. I will see you next time. See ya.